Hi guys, and welcome back to my channel. My name is Johanna, and for those of you who are new here, welcome. And for those of you who are returning, welcome back. Here on my channel, I do planner and planner related videos, DIY tutorials, art and journal videos, and the occasional new release video of items that I've listed to my Etsy shop. And if that is of interest to you, please consider subscribing to my channel, and if you hit that little notification bell, you'll always be notified of when I load a new video. Commenting, liking, and sharing this on your favorite platform does help my channel grow and would be truly appreciated. Alright, so for this After the Pen, like I like to do, I will be showing you what I've eaten for Wednesday through Friday of this past work week. Tuesday I was in the office, and so I didn't film that. And then when I'm done with that, I'll bring you guys back. Breakfast for today, Wednesday, May 27th, is some Greek yogurt, honey, and blueberries. We have these coconut clusters we picked up from Costco. It's coconut, chia, and sunflower seeds. It's really crunchy and it's quite delightful. And because I like savory with breakfast, I also have a char siu manapua. Wednesday, May 27th, is a summer sausage sandwich. It's toasted on a bolillo roll with a cup of applesauce and some crunchy Cheetos. Breakfast for today, Thursday, May 28th, is some green grapes, some blueberries with honey, and half of a bolillo roll with some turkey and some mustard. It's Friday, May 29th, and I got busy this morning, plus I wasn't actually very hungry, so this is the first meal that I'm having today. We had some leftover spaghetti sauce, but we didn't have any more leftover noodles, so I actually just boiled it with some, or heated it with some ramen noodles. I got impatient, so they're a little crispy, a little crunchy, but I like it. And then I've got some Parmesan cheese on top of it, the kind from the green bottle, and then on the side, it's not on camera, but I have some leftover cucumber salad from dinner. I'm thinking about making like a banana milkshake later. Well, banana milk, because we don't have any ice cream, but we'll see how I do for the rest of my workday. Afternoon snack for Friday, May 29th. Like I mentioned, I didn't eat breakfast. I had a brunch type of situation where I ate lunch pretty early for lunch, but pretty late for breakfast. And so now it's 3. I have about an hour and 20 left of my shift to go. And so I made a banana milkshake. It's got the consistency of a banana milkshake, but I've made it with about 2 cups of frozen bananas, some 2% milk, about 2 cups, and then about a tablespoon and a half of some creamy peanut butter, and it is amazing. There's no ice cream in it, so it's technically not a milkshake, but it's got the consistency of one, and it's so good. So good. All right, so I wanted to go over this, and I'm actually going to call this the good, the bad, and the ugly, because there definitely were some pros and cons, and I'm very happy that I tested this out during this past week, and that gives me some ideas going forward as of June 1st. So I did clip it together, and I did put the stickers in the front. They were in the back, but I'll talk about that in a little bit. Okay, so we're gonna go to the actual spread, and then I'll talk about this in just a minute. So the good part of this was I was able to figure out both the going outside and the hydration. I just stuck it on the side, and that was simple enough. I also figured out where I was going to write my meals. Tuesday, I did write it down, but I didn't film it because I ate both breakfast and lunch in the car. My brother brought me to work and picked me up, and it was just too humbug to film that. But I did film Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday, and I just showed that, and I wrote that down. Again, I like to. This was definitely enough space for me to write in my tasks, very abbreviated, but that's all I really need. I did like the 1 week at a glance because I actually had this propped up right here. You can't see it, but then envision my laptop right here, and I could actually plug in the data. And this was actually even a little bit easier than when I used to put it in the Big Happy Planner, and then I have it off to the side. Again, you can't see it, but just imagine like an L-shaped desk that I've jimmy rigged together with a TV portable tray. Yeah. Small spaced issues. So I thought this was super functional when I was doing my notes. I know it's going to sound weird, but because I knew I was going to do the After the Pen, I tried to make my writing a little neater than I generally do. I mean, I don't know that you can even read any of this, but I don't normally show my little book here. So yeah. Now, one of the downfalls I noticed was one, this was a holiday. I didn't work that day, but I left it blank. And so Tuesday, as I was writing down in the office, it wasn't until I was packing up, I'm like, wait a minute. I wasn't supposed to write anything there. So I found some stickers in the office and just covered that up, transfer that information here. It's little manini things like that, but you know, whatever. I did add some girl stickers that I had attached just because Thursday I was so sleepy. I can't tell you why. And then Tuesday, I wasn't sick, but because I had to go into the office, I did wear my mask. So there's that. And overall, I think this was functional, but I definitely have some ideas of going forward. I had written some student information here, so I blacked that out just for their privacy. And I'll have to go back and watch the video. Actually, I didn't eat breakfast Friday, and I had bolognese with ramen noodles because we ran out of spaghetti, and that was leftover sauce. That was the third day eating it, and while it's one of my favorite sauces, I was over it. And then I had a banana milkshake, which really wasn't a milkshake because there wasn't any ice cream. Oh, it was a banana peanut butter, which is delightful. Peanut butter milkshake. So that was there, and then I didn't do breakfast. I did get my hydration in, and these are some notes. I've actually already written some notes in my Happy Nietzsche, but I made sure to include that as well. So going back to this page, so the top three was that it was a short week. It was a very productive week for me, maybe because it was a short week, but I hate to say it, but I'm dreading. I'm looking forward to going back to the office 2 full days, and I'm dreading going back to the office for 2 full days. I mean, even though this is not set up for work, the commute just cannot be beat. It cannot. So there's that. Now my brother has graciously, at least for the next few weeks anyway, since it's Monday, Fridays, he's going to drop me off at work, and then he's going to head to his office, and then when he's done, because he starts later than me and ends earlier than me, then he'll come and pick me up so I can avoid the whole bus situation. So that's good. I might actually look at doing some cash envelopes again to help with gas, because even though gas is really cheap, I'm not purchasing a bus pass, so I can just funnel that money to him. So there's that. The good of this spread is that it's very portable. Again, I'm usually only ever looking at just half of the book, and I found it to the perfect size. It wasn't too big, it wasn't too small, and especially when I get into the note taking, I can really cram a lot of information. Some of our meetings are a lot more data heavy than others, but I thought that was perfect. The bad part of it is because of this, it's thicker than stickers and the paper is thinner than the Happy Planner paper I was used to. It made it hard to write, not even so much in here, but in these places where those things kind of overlapped. So from a decorative standpoint, I'll need to either use bigger stickers, or I'll need to not do anything that has a lot of texture to it, more so because of the writing aspect. And then the ugly, and I know it's silly, but so I had the stickers in the back, and every time I opened it, they'd fall out. And I actually found some day stickers in the office, so I wanted to include that since I am setting it up. I had it in there, it would fall apart. And then I put it in the front and it just got, I don't know, it's just annoying to deal with. And so I clipped it together because all of the other stuff was all my old stuff. But for the setup that I'm going to be doing, I'm actually not going to finish it out in here. And I'll talk about that in the next video, but I'm going to be setting up a brand new one, and I'm going to be changing it up a little bit just so that I can address some of those issues that I encountered for this week. And I love how it looks. I will be taking this out and I will be taking this off and putting it back in my Happy Meal stash, although I don't know that I'll be using it again. But I just wanted to go over this with you guys because while I am team Happy Planner discs, this I found way more functional, and this practice run really gave me some food for thought of what I wanted to see and not see going forward. I'd love to know what you guys' thoughts are on this in the comments below. As always, thank you so much for following me on this journey. It is definitely, as I am, a work in progress. And from Bucky and I, as always, aloha.